Happy Homebrew Wednesday, YouTubers. Actually, it is Tuesday night when I'm taping this because I am going to hopefully get a video out actually on Homebrew Wednesday. Anyways, I got here a little apple wine I got off of homebrewtalk.com, that recipe. Mixed a little bit with Sprite and bottled those guys in my little 12-ounce bottles here. So may not it's not going to be as strong, but man, this stuff really puts me under. So I figured if I can have one of these at least with having to work the next day and mixing half and half with Sprite. Stuff is good. I am boiling up some light DME for my pale ale. Basically, I figured I would talk to you guys while I'm waiting for that guy to finish its boil and cool off. So, what's on tap this week? Basically, a Boston Lager has pretty much finished the primary fermentation. Yesterday, I took it out of my little fermentation cooler, I guess if you will, and I moved him over to my shelf where I usually keep the ales and the secondaries. That would have been Monday night, so Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. I got about 4 days there. I'm going to siphon that guy into the secondary and then put him in the fridge to lager. I'm doing that just to get the diacetyl or diacetyl, however you say that word, get that rest in. That way we don't have any really buttery flavors or anything in there. It's going to be in that fridge for about 6 weeks after that. Also, Monday night I put together a little, I don't know what you want to call it, red wine deal. Just took 3 bottles of grape juice, 100% pure grape juice, put them in with a pound of corn sugar and 2 packs of that Lavalin 1118 yeast. And that guy is down there and it is bubbling away in my little Mr. Beer keg. That'll be another 3 months for that guy. I'm going to even touch it. I hope anyways. You never know. Sometimes I like to go down there and pull me off a little glass. You know what I'm saying? You got to taste as you go. Otherwise you just don't get the full effect of homebrewing, I guess. So, on tap right now, I got my oatmeal stout still going. That'll be good for a while, I hope. I didn't have very much of that. I'm going to do another brew day on Saturday. Kind of coordinate those while the wife's working so it doesn't get in the way in between us and she's not bored while I'm doing that. Which works out real well. That way I can make a big mess, clean it up before she gets home. So I'm going to have a brew day on Saturday. That'll probably be my oatmeal stout. Actually, last night I started a starter for that as well. That guy's downstairs fizzing away. I shook it again this morning and it overflowed again. But I'll step that guy up again on Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday. Step it up, throw it in the fridge, and decant it. I should have plenty of yeast for that oatmeal stout. That should be way too much more than I need, but once again, it's all about having way too much yeast. I think the more yeast you have, the better off you're going to be. I think the 3 best things you can do for brewing is probably 1, make sure your wort's aerated. 2, make sure when you cool it right after the boil, cool that sucker down as quick as you can. And 3, to make sure you have enough yeast. That's alongside of the most #1 thing, making sure everything's sanitized and clean. But those are the 3 other things that can really improve a beer if you've been brewing and haven't had really good beers. And that may just be my opinion too. So who knows? Let's see what else the other week that I want to go through. Been watching quite a few videos on YouTube. 2 main guys I look forward to every week is probably Craig Tube and Larmo22. I really enjoy watching those 2 guys' videos. I've been consistently watching those 2 guys. And the Home Beer Brewery, I think it is. The guy that's from somewhere in Europe. I'm not exactly sure where he's from, but black-haired guy. He's got a nice little brewery in a garage type of thing. Really enjoy watching his videos as well. After that oatmeal stout, next thing that's gonna be on it tap will probably be a brown ale. I'm trying to get some kegs going and some stuff ready, just for the fact that I need to have a couple kegs ready for, and I go on a fishing trip here soon. Be at the end of this month, or at the end of February, first part of March. I want to bring at least 1 keg down there with me, and while we're fishing, and that way I can share a bunch of beer with my buddies and everything. Other than that, I want to make a shout out to Stan the Man, big thing around St. Louis. Although I'm about 2 hours away, a lot of people have been talking. The guy, from the way it sounds, is just an absolutely, he was the man. It's a good guy to model your life after. I heard an interesting thing on the radio. I don't know if you can look it up on KMOX.com or on the internet somewhere. But Bob Costas gave a really good eulogy at his funeral. So if you're ever into baseball or anything like that, I highly suggest checking that out. Just trying to think on what else I got on tap. I may show you an update of the Boston Lager here pretty soon. Right now, this guy's ready to go off before we get too much of it that boils out here. Now I'm going to start cooling it. So if I don't see you again, which you never know, I may. Cheers. There we go. This is the Boston Lager. As you can see, it kind of looks like it's going to be pretty clear. There's a lot of thick yeast mass and trub in there. I'm hoping that's what that is anyways. Got the airlock still going. Just want to make sure this guy completely gets, well, not completely fermented, but pretty close to being fermented out. It's Wednesday morning, so Friday I think it should be good. I'm not sure when or how, but I want to dry hop this. I'm not sure if I need to dry hop this when I put it in the secondary right away, or if I need to wait till after about 6 weeks and then dry hop it. I'm thinking I'm going to have to wait till after 6 weeks and then dry hop it, so we'll see. If anybody has any information on that for me, it'd be great to let me know. Told you to be back. Still drinking a little bit of that apple wine. Still on the first one. That's surprising. Just got my pale ale into the keg. Now I had plenty of that guy, so didn't have any problem with the dry hopping at all. When I dry hopped that about a week ago with an ounce of Cascade. Man, those Cascade pellets. I got it here. That thing smells hoppy. Hopefully that aroma will stick around for a while. As you can see, I got my little gravity reading here. I know this isn't the best way to do it. My other container seems to have a leak in it, so I'm just using this old tube I got here for a floating thermometer. I really want to take a drink out of this. We'll see if we can do this without dripping everywhere or breaking my hydrometer. You guys see that? Get that guy put down. She seems a little cloudy. Then again, it is. That's about probably the size of a pint glass. Smells really hoppy. Huh. It tastes good though. It tastes definitely like I wanted it to. Of course, without the carbonation. A lot better than a couple weeks ago when I tried it. And of course I was drinking my brown ale then too. But that guy was very green. Hoping another 3 weeks. And then if I chill it, I'll get a little clearer. But you know what? A lot of people are obsessed with color. You know what? After a while, you're not looking at the color. You're tasting the beer. That's what I should really be concerned about instead of the color. It should be the taste of this guy. This guy tastes pretty dang good. I also got a little statue here in honor of Stan the Man. Like I said, I really highly suggest you guys go out there to look at it. If I can find the link, I will post that. That was something pretty outstanding that Bob Costas did. Evidently, he was really good buddies with Stan the Man too. On the back of this guy, it's got a little emblem. This is what's on the actual. This is an actual replica of the one that's outside the stadium. And on here, it's got a quote from Ford C. Frick, baseball commissioner, back in 1963 on September 29th on his Stan's retirement. It's got this written on the statue. Here stands baseball's perfect warrior. Here stands baseball's perfect knight. Pretty cool. He must have been one hell of a guy. Something I'm going to have to look into. We'll do a little reading on the man. And sounds like he may not be a bad guy to model your life after. So, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Cheers. Rest in peace, Stan the Man.